Good afternoon, internet, and welcome back to the channel. Now, it's Friday evening. It is the, let's just check, it's the 24th of June and it's 6:30. Bit of a late one for me. The weather, let's have a quick brief with the weather. What an absolute bag of horribleness. It's terrible, isn't it, eh? The rain, the wind, what's going on? What can I say? Anyway, right. Now, before I get into this video, I'm going to give a bit of a shout out to one of my followers who's a friend, certainly not a follower. Well, he is a follower, but he's become a friend. We met last year up at St Mary Glis up in Normandy, and we were going to meet this year for the 80th D-Day celebrations, but unfortunately because of my foot I wasn't able to make it, but Pete did, and he had a great time, you know, and fair play to him. But what he did do, because I couldn't go, he got me these stickers, yeah, and I really appreciate it. Thank you, Pete. You know, yeah, that means a lot. I might not have been there in body, but I'm going to be there in spirit. Right, okay, so let's just put them down there. And they will be stuck on the bike, on the boxes somewhere. Thank you so much. Right, so today's video. Now, I don't really remember. Well, you must remember. Well, you would do if you watch me. So, assuming the fact that you watch me, I bought a chin mount from chinmounts.com. Only a few, beginning of the year, really. Well, it must have been probably, I don't know, maybe March, April, I think it actually arrived. I actually used it, so I haven't used it very much at all. Now, okay, there was a little bit of trouble when I ordered it because it came from Canada and I had to pay import duty. This was no fault of Chin Mounts at all, but it got sent back. It was the fault of the post office, the French post. They sent it back to Chin Mounts, who I got in touch with. Now, this is where it begins. They're not the easiest company to get hold of. They're really not. Their customer services and their follow-on emails once you bought something never stop. You know, never stop trying to get you to buy it. But if you're trying to get hold of them, that's a different kettle of fish. Now, I did finally get hold of them, explain the situation, that it was being sent back to them. And they said, oh, we'll refund you and what have you. And I said, well, hang on a sec, you know, you say that each one of these is printed out for a specific make of helmet, so why waste it? You know, you probably don't want it, I certainly want it. Post it back out to me. You know, and fair enough, I expected to pay the postage charge. So they charge me the postage again, which is fair enough. They also charge me a handling administration charge, which I didn't think was very fair at all. I did send them an email saying, you know, I didn't think it was quite right what they did. They didn't bother to answer me. I just had to pay. It was like pay it or don't get it. That was their attitude. So I paid it and it arrived. Now, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, this is it, yeah? I mean, I don't know how much it shows up to the camera. The finish on it, you know, you can see it here. It's not the best, you know. It's not the best finish at all. But this is where, now I've ridden with this a few times. Now, I'm just hoping that this is, okay, so it's supplied with the mount, the sticky pad, and you stick it on your helmet. Now, okay, it suits the helmet. It sits there and it does. But I want you to just watch something. Just watch down there. When I put my GoPro on, this is what's happening. Can you see this? Right? It's coming away. Look at this. Look, there you go. It's coming away from the mount. Look. That's it. That's what it does. Now, so we might as well pull this off, because otherwise the GoPro will fall off. That's after a few rides. Now the bit that sticks to the helmet, that's not too bad, yeah? Okay, now I cleaned all this down, yeah, but that was the result. Now they say, in fact they show you tying a dumbbell weight and swinging it. Well, I'll leave that to people to work out themselves. So I'm basically left with this, you know, probably 3D printed in someone's shed. Like I say, now you can see a bit more clearly. See the top finish on that? Not exactly, you know, it's like this here as well. It's, to me, I think it's a overrated, expensive bit of kit. I really do. And after a few rides, you know, my GoPro would have fell off, and that would have been an expensive GoPro wrecked. Now, I should be able to contact them and they should sort this out. But you know what? What a waste of time that would be. You've only got to go on the internet. There's people trying to get hold of them. It doesn't work. So basically, you know, it's not very good, is it? It really isn't. Chinmounts.com. Any comments back on that one? I don't suppose there will be. Right. Now what I'm going to do is, and what I've done with my other helmets prior to buying this, right? I bought this because I thought to myself, do you know what? You know, I'm going to get it, but I wish I hadn't have done now. My other helmets, I use this sugru moulding paste. Now, I've got two helmets there that I've had for years that I've used this to attach my GoPro mounts, and they are as solid as a rock. And the good thing is with this stuff, you can mould this to fit any shape helmet. You don't need this bit. I mean, I will use this bit now because I've paid for it, an expensive bit of plastic. So I will use this to attach that to this helmet, and it will not move, yeah? It just won't move. So what I've got to do is, I've got to get this bit here off there, clean it up, and then we'll stick the other stuff back on. So, right, I'm going to switch you off while I clean this off, and we'll get ready to put it back on. Okay? Catch you in a minute. Okay, so now look at this. This came off the helmet so easy. Yeah, it literally just, it's not even that sticky. It's just, no, sorry. I think that's a total waste of time and effort. Now let me just show you before we get on doing this. This is one of the helmets that I use this sugru on. Look at that. Now that has been on there for over 5 years, and it's as solid as a rock. You can do as much as you want with that. You're never going to move that. And that is what a mount should be like. Oh, just get rid of this, else I'll be clanging on the mic. Right, okay. Now I've cleaned all this up, and I've cleaned the back of this up. Now all we're basically going to do is we're going to put the pate, or whatever you want to call it, there, and there. Yeah, that's the bit we're going to infill, and then we're going to push it on, and that's it. And then you just leave it a minimum of 12 hours, and it will, and it will be absolutely perfect. Now, and of course, let's face it, it's not going to be a problem a minimum of 12 hours, is it? In this weather, it'll probably be a month. Right, now, so you buy this, you can get this in all different colours. Now, I got black, obviously. I was thinking about the red. Shall I get red, I thought, because my, you know, the helmet's red, but I thought, nah. Now, so they come in packs of 3. So I got the one with 3. Bit annoying, really, because if you get the multicoloured one, where you get 3 different colours, it's about, I think it works out about £7, £8. If you get 3 black, oh, excuse me a minute, if you get 3 black, then it's 14. I don't know why, but still. But you know what? It's still well worth it. Now, I'm probably only going to need 2. In fact, 2 will probably be too much, but 3's I would think is going to be too much. Whereas 2, yeah, well, we'll see. Right, okay. So basically, this is where it can get a little bit messy. So I'm going to open this up. Okay, now you can do all sorts of stuff with this. I mean, to be honest with you, if I hadn't got this, then I would use just a normal GoPro, because you get the normal GoPro mount and you can form your own sides to this perfectly. You know, this stuff is brilliant. You know, I mean, just a quick look here. Look at it. If you've never used this stuff, you know, you can do all sorts of stuff with it. It really is fantastic stuff, you know, and it does not fail you. Right, okay. So basically, what you've got to do is, you've got to get it open. Okay, he says, trying his hardest. Do you know, you always get these things where they just don't. Oh, that's it. Okay, don't forget, these things have to be well sealed, because once the air gets to them, that's what starts the whole process off. So obviously it's got to be well sealed, which, you know, okay. So this is one bit. Okay, like I said, don't forget to take these off, okay? Because if you do, right, now you want to get this pliable, yeah? That's the whole idea. And like I say, one just wouldn't be enough, so we're going to have the 2, right? So let's just put him down there in a minute, like that, and we'll get the second one open. I hope we've got the camera in the right place. I'm sure I have, hopefully. Now, you don't want to, you know, this is, or can get a bit messy, so you don't want to get this all over your nice new helmet, is what you don't want to do, you know. So take your time, don't rush, and it'll all be good at the end of the day. So take another one off there and put it in there. Right, so let's move some of this rubbish. Let's put it to the box here in a minute and put these 2 together like that. Right, okay. So now it's worth spending a bit of time and getting this nice and pliable. Now, as far as I know, and I've known a few of my mates have used this, you don't get any allergic reactions. Obviously, if you suffer with any skin conditions, you know, then it would be worth checking it out first. But I've used it a few times and I've never ever had a problem with it. So nicely does it. Right, okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to start and we're going to sort of put this on and see where we can sort of push it onto, yeah? So we sort of get it here, yeah? Now it's gonna make its own way at the same time, yeah? Okay, so we're going to put that one there, and we're going to put this one in here. Now don't be put off thinking, oh, it pulls off easy. Well, it does at the moment, yeah? And don't worry about getting a bit too much on the one side and, you know, put a bit down the middle, look there, yeah? And then when you get it there, look, if you get them all going into one there, yeah, like that, and get the shape going up there, okay, like that. if you can hear kids playing in the background, I've got my little grandson here today, and oh, I'll tell you what, he's a lively one, he is, honestly. He really is. Okay, so we'll just roll this one out there. Really, it's this is for us lads that don't want to grow up. This is like going back playing with plasticine. Remember plasticine years ago, right? Okay, so that's it. That's basically now what I'm left with, yeah? Okay. So the idea is now that we're going to push that on to the helmet here. So let's just put that there for a minute. We're just going to put that there, and I'm just going to clean my hands just a little bit, yeah? Because the tidier the job, I mean, you don't want, and you don't want your new helmet that you've paid good money for getting ruined, yeah? Right, so let's get this across there, yeah? I'm trying to thinking where I can get this at the same time that I'm gonna have to get it here a minute just to get it, just to get it so that I can work on it. Maybe if we tilt the camera up a bit, yeah, like that. So I'm going to get this here, look, because that's where I want that to go, there. Okay, and I'm just going to get it sort of central there. Now what I've got to do is I've got to ensure that my catch is going to work here, yeah? That's the most important thing, yeah? So I'm going to push that down there like that, okay? And I'm going to get the sides all moulded in there. Now let me just check that, okay, all that works nicely there. And it looks like it's in the middle. And if I use that line there to get that up there, okay, now that there needs to go up to there. Now I can use this like that to be able to get that to where I want that to go, yeah? And then I can pull this off here, look, yeah? Okay, and I can play around with this, right? I mean, you're going to have a little bit of waste, there's no two ways about that, because I did more than what I needed. So I'm going to do that there, yeah, and then I'm going to mould that to the side there, okay? I've got a little bit more here than I need, so I'm going to put in there, okay, and I'm going to take this round there like that, tidy that corner up there and smooth that down there, look, push that down there, okay, get that, because you can smooth this off nicely here as you go round. Try not to touch too many pieces, very important making sure that that's good still. Okay, now I'm gonna take that there. This there is that rough bit of finish on this, yeah? Okay. Okay, so let's just check this again, making sure that and we'll smooth this over here, look, and down there, okay, round there, smooth it down there, look, okay. bit more that side than that side there, look, yeah. Okay, that vent still works nice. Okay, let's push that over there just a little bit, and I'm going to cut this off there like that. Smooth that down there again into that. Okay, and round there. Now this here, look, I'm going to put a little bit more paste on this pat, whatever you want to call it, just to give that corner a little bit more support there, so it's more like that one there. Yeah. Okay, check this again. Okay, that's good. Smooth that off. Excuse the noise, that's all the messages coming in. Right, let's have a look. Rub that round there, and that round there. Like I say, that's working fine. Okay. Okay. Right, so looking down there, I'd say that is lining up pretty good there, yeah. Okay, final check to this. That's working good there, and that's it. That's good for me, right? Yeah. That is on the front there, yeah. That's going to stick good. I mean, if you wanted to blend these in a bit more, but I'd rather leave it like that now. It's doing exactly what I want it to do. Yeah. Now what I want to do is because where you get it on your fingers, you can just get it off your helmet there. Okay. Give this a final check there. That's working good there. I'm just going to open another one of these because there's a few bits where I've had my hands on it. That is the only trouble. You have to, but if you get it now, you'll get it off, yeah. So if you give this a good clean air, you'll get all that off, and then your helmet stays looking nice and fresh, yeah. If you don't get this off now and you leave it, that's it, it'll stain the helmet. So yeah, okay, so that's it. Just a final check of that there, because that will be a bit. You can trim it down afterwards if you want to, you know, but that's it, yeah. That's it, finished. That's what it's going to look like. Yeah, it actually stands prouder as well, which is better for me. It gives the camera a little bit more room. Just get that off there. Yeah, Now, okay, maybe not many people want the GoPros mounted. I mean, I do, because, you know, obviously it's what I do for the channel, so yeah. So there you go, job done. Yeah, I'm going to leave this now for a minimum of 12 hours. I'm just going to get another final check of this. That's working well. Okay. I'm pretty pleased with that. Yeah. That, when that dries, is going to be a much safer option for my GoPro than what they supplied it with, because theirs was a joke as far as I'm concerned. So out of 2 packets, I've got a little bit left. So, you know, that's it. And a bit of a mess, but there you go. Right, like I said, that's the one that came off. It wasn't sticky. It peeled off the helmet easily. You could see I just literally pulled the other one forward. So yeah, sorry. Chin mounts, I don't think your fixation is any good at all. I really don't. Right, so that's it. So the next time you see me, hopefully, it'll be with the GoPro on there, if it ever stops raining. And I'm sure that there's people out there that doesn't have any problem with these at all. I noticed it 2 rides ago. I saw the camera sort of starting to move. I checked it out. I thought to myself, this doesn't look good. I ordered this, and you literally just saw me just peel that off. And like I said, this hasn't been on 3 months, you know. It's, well, you can watch my videos for the amount of rides that it's been on. Yeah, so all in all, I am far from impressed. I really am. Would I recommend it? No, I certainly wouldn't. In fact, you know, there are other things available. I mean, if you don't mind having a go yourself, you know, I mean, okay, maybe it's not the prettiest thing, but at the end of the day, I think that's fine. Right, I'm going to finish that off. I'm going to go and clean my hands because I've got bits and pieces on them. And I will see you in the next video. Just before I go, if you like this, give me a thumbs up. Yeah, and you know what? I got to say this. Over 70% of the people that watch my channel aren't actually subscribed to me. They just come along and they watch it, you know, and that's great. It does absolutely brilliant. But if you are one of them people, just subscribe. It helps me. It really helps me. You know, it helps the channel. It gets us out there, so that things that I do, other people can see. Maybe it'll help other people. Yeah, there you go. Right. I hope that your weather is better forecast than my weather here. We have got a terrible weekend. So if you're lucky enough to live somewhere where you got some nice weather, get out on your bikes and enjoy it. I certainly will not be this weekend. It's terrible. Right, I'm definitely going now. Have a great time. Look after yourselves. If you're out on the bikes, ride safe. I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.